Colts have a new quarterback tonight. It's Anthony Richardson of the University of Florida. And we've got some rain pushing through central Indiana. Welcome to a, what is this, Thursday night, I guess, here.
We're going to the Super Bowl. We're going to the Super Bowl.
Wow. Okay,
right.
so confidence.
Wow.
Confidence is high. Let us know what you think about
It's
this
optimistic.
new quarterback. Well, yeah,
Sure.
that's good. I mean, I think,
Overly.
I mean, given what the Colts went through last season, the horrible season that we had, I think this may be giving the fan base a little bit of hope. Like
We need to be excited,
Yeah.
right? We need something to root for. This
right.
is completely different. I know Matt Ryan was completely different too,
Right.
but this is different.
Yeah, this is different.
We're going to get into all of that in a moment and talk about Anthony Richardson. But first, we want to start with Angela because we do have some rain moving through.
Yeah, just took a sneak peek outside. Not raining in downtown yet, but
All right.
it's really, really close. It's covering the southern half of the state, as you can see with live Doppler 13 radar. And we do have some pockets of heavier rain. Nothing expected to be severe, but anywhere from a quarter to about a half inch of rain expected as this weather system moves from south to north, and you can see it covering, again, about the southern half of the state. We will all get into some rain over the next several hours, and some of it will be heavy at times right on through the morning drive. A few wet roads for your Friday morning, perhaps just enough to slow you down first thing. And then we get into some dry time. So if you need some dry time tomorrow afternoon, you will get it after the noon hour and through late afternoon, early evening. If we start to break out into a little bit of sunshine, might get a couple of pop-ups redeveloping, but after a damp start, we do get some dry time tomorrow afternoon. Temperatures will be in the upper 50s and low 60s for highs on Friday, and we're back into the middle and upper 60s on Saturday ahead of another rain/storm chance. Saturday's not going to be a washout either. We'll start the day dry with some scattered showers and storms popping up in the afternoon.
Okay.
I've got friends, kids have prom this weekend, so they're
yeah.
wanting outdoor pictures. So just take along that live Doppler 13 weather app. Check that before you go. And what you can also do is if you're on the go, perhaps taking those pictures or something else you might have planned, if you go to the interactive radar and do the drop down and search future radar.
Good idea.
It will show you almost future track 13
Yeah, it's pretty good.
of how those are going to develop, just
Yeah.
in case you want to know what's going to happen in the next couple of hours.
Right. And then have an indoor location just in case
As
for
a backup.
pictures.
Always have a rain contingency.
Exactly. All right, let's talk about the NFL draft. We have a new quarterback to talk about tonight, Anthony Richardson. We can't show you any highlights because we're here on social media. There are all sorts of NFL restrictions, and the draft continues over on ESPN. So we can't show you highlights. We can't show you the pick. We're going to show all of that tonight at 11 over on Channel 13. But we do have some pictures of what happened tonight that we do want to show you. There he is.
Number one,
with
baby.
the commissioner, Roger Goodell, and there's our new quarterback, Anthony Richardson. He was very excited tonight, became very emotional when he got the phone call from Chris Ballard, new head coach Shane Steichen, calling him what we hope is going to be a very good player, talking about him being a unique athlete. If you've been following the Colts, you know that this kid was the star, the breakout star at the NFL Combine. He is a running quarterback. He's got a huge arm. Of the four that were available, many people thought that he probably had the highest ceiling. That he only started 13 games at the University of Florida. I think he had 17 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, but he really blossomed at the Combine, ran a 4.440, which is very quick. And Shane Steichen, who used to be at the Eagles, had this great running, passing quarterback, Jalen Hurts. And they think that he might become one of, look, if he could become anywhere close to Jalen Hurts, I think Colts fans would really love it. So, look, it just becomes a problem for NFL defenses if your quarterback can run the football, can scramble, and certainly with the Colts offensive line being suspect after last year, we saw that Matt Ryan got sacked a bunch. This kid is not going to be sacked. And if you go to the Florida Gators Twitter account, they've put together a pretty great highlight package of what this kid did at the University of Florida. But I'm excited about it. I think the Colts fan base is going to be pumped. Look, last year was a disaster. They haven't, it's been a long time since they have been playoff contenders, been a long time since they've won the division. I think the Colts fans are going to hope that this 20-year-old quarterback is going to be the answer. And he's got big shoes to fill, obviously, with Peyton Manning and Andrew Luck. But the Colts have tried the old quarterbacks, running them through here with Phillip Rivers and Matt Ryan, Carson Wentz. And they do have Gardner Minshew, who was the backup in Philly. And so, it's possible that Gardner Minshew becomes maybe the starter, and then this kid comes off the bench and learns from Gardner Minshew. I don't know. We'll see. We'll have to just wait and see.
Well, he was wearing blue, and we wear blue,
Right.
so I'm sure it's going to work out. No, but seriously, but on a serious note, 20 years old.
Yeah.
That's very, very young.
It is.
But, do you guys think that he's going to be ready? You feel like this is it? You do need time for development, even if you have talent.
So did Jalen Hurts, did he start right away?
That's a good question.
I don't know.
I'm
a big fan of his.
Oh, I'm a
He's
huge
very,
fan.
very,
Yeah,
very
he was
good.
on my fantasy team last
He's
year.
very good.
He's terrific. That's a good question.
Yeah, I don't know
really
if he
good
started
question.
right away.
I don't know if he started right away or who they had in Philly above him when he came in as a rookie to kind of mold him and help him.
Right.
If he needed any molding or helping, he
Right.
may not have.
And I think both Chris Ballard, the GM, and Shane Steichen, the new head coach, were really, making sure that everybody knew that the expectations need to not be really super high. Look,
Not
he's
for
a
year one.
20-year-old.
Sure.
He's a 20-year-old. He's only been a starter 13 games
Mm-hmm.
in college football, which is a small sample size. So give the kid time. In fact, Ballard said he's not going to be Superman on day one, but they both said we really feel like this is a unique player. We need to get him in practice, and so
That's really cool.
We'll see what ends up happening.
Yeah, I'm thinking, cautiously optimistic. Obviously, we want to be excited. We want the best. I do like that they're trying to downplay it and kind of level fans out.
Right.
By nature, we just want to be excited and imagine ourselves already at the top. But this is a rebuilding season,
It is.
a rebuilding team,
Right.
rebuilding year, and as we've had numerous conversations behind the scenes, one awesome player can't do it all.
You're absolutely right. And we all know because we watch the games, the Colts have many holes to fill. They lost one of their cornerbacks. They need help on the offensive line. They need another pass catcher. There are other holes for them to fill.
That list is getting lengthy, Scott.
Tonight was only the first round. Tomorrow will be rounds 2 and 3, and then they've got more rounds on Saturday. So it's going to be very interesting to see who we draft.
Yeah.
There's questions in the linebacker position. Shaq Leonard's, he didn't play much last year.
But that's a good point that more positions are coming. So this is just the start.
Right. So we've got Dominic Miranda, who's in Kansas City. He's going to be bringing us reports, and then be sure to join us on Sunrise beginning at 4. Samantha is also there. They're going to have reaction from Colts fans that have traveled to Kansas City. So we're all over this story for you, and we'll be joining you tonight at 11. All right. Before we say goodnight, we did want to talk about Jerry Springer, who died today.
Yes. Okay, so we talked about it behind the scenes, and Scott was like, you have to talk about this tonight at 10. So I have met Jerry Springer several times, and I don't know, I forgot to send the pictures. Did you send the pictures? We forgot.
I'm not sure that we have it. We have some video of Jerry Springer, obviously.
It's okay, we forgot.
Yeah, popular TV show
I'll
host.
post some stuff on social media.
And his show was so unique, Felicia, wasn't it?
Absolutely. So here's video from even his Judge Jerry show. It just kind of goes to show how he really found a niche as a TV personality.
Right.
And so I had run-ins with him at my previous job, and
Wait, run-ins or just conversations?
not negative run-ins, positive run-ins. And so he is just a character. Like several times, we probably hung out like 5-6 different times, just because that's what my station required. But he's so funny, so personable, and approachable. And I got to say, funny twice. His humor level, and it was just clever.
Right.
And self-deprecating humor sometimes, but also he got those digs in. And so, but I think one thing that I can appreciate from his career, not only the longevity of it for sure, he's also done so many different things and shape-shifted throughout his career.
That's right.
We know he was in politics, still
was a mayor
loved
of Cincinnati.
politics.
Yeah, yeah.
Still loved politics and talked about politics.
Yep.
But I can also appreciate a full life, a life that has some stains in it as well. He had controversy in his life, from his time in politics, and then also, his show. Not everyone
Right.
was a fan of his show.
Right.
But you could say at the end of the day, I think it happened all the same. That's a quote that stands out to me.
Yeah.
And so, just a full life.
Yeah. TV anchor too. I mean, he was
Yeah,
I think
that too.
over at WLWT, I think, for a while, and
Yes.
NBC affiliate in Cincinnati. So
That's correct.
Yeah, Jerry Springer dying today, but what a ratings powerhouse his TV show was.
I mean, to say the least. And you got to think about, this was before reality television. And so I know it's controversial and people, doesn't exactly embody American values in
Right.
terms of the vision or the picture we have for it. But that was one thing he talked about about his show is
Yep.
that, a lot of media, a lot of things that are consumed might be for, an upper class or a middle upper class. And he was like, that's not our country completely. So
No.
he felt like he was showing a different side of television.
So Jerry Springer dead at the age of 79, but what a career he had. Let's just go ahead and say hello to Glenn, who joins us tonight. He watched the Jerry Springer and Judge Jerry show.
And then you can say, Jerry, Jerry. My mom wouldn't let me watch the show.
Yeah.
Paul suggesting that perhaps the new quarterback, Anthony Richardson, might break Peyton Manning's interception record, LOL. I think Peyton, when he was a rookie, had a record number of interceptions, as I recall. I don't remember I'm sure our sports guys would be able to tell us.
It's been so
been a long
long.
time.
Yeah.
We've had so many quarterbacks.
Right. Ralph joining us tonight. Charlotte saying not enough experience, bust. Look, we'll see. We don't know.
Oh,
He is athletically
positive.
gifted, so we'll see. I mean, I've got a lot of confidence in this new head coach, Shane Steichen.
Yes.
I mean, he has built some really
And hopefully he
formidable
was
offenses. So.
In on the pick.
Oh,
Like
I'm sure he was.
Yeah.
This is who I want to coach, who
Right.
I want to, lead the team. And
Right.
Yeah, and can I just say,
yeah.
I know we were excited about Matt Ryan too, but I
I
gotta
was
carry the
excited.
same. Well, some of us were excited about Matt Ryan. I gotta just say, anything different from last year
Yeah.
is gonna be a positive.
Yes.
I agree. Well, look, Matt Ryan was a statue, right? He was their typical, prototypical stand back in the pocket and throw.
Get sacked.
And because he was older and our offensive line was horrible for most of the year, he was sacked a lot of times. This kid is not going to be the
We were-
pocket passer. He is going to be scrambling, moving out of the pocket,
Yeah.
finding hopefully
We hope
receivers
so.
and not getting sacked.
It didn't go how we thought it would go. we thought it was gonna go a little bit better than what it did.
All right, so we're almost out of time, so let's get back to Angela in case you missed the forecast for Friday.
rain moving in overnight, so the steadiest will fall tonight through about 9, 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. Then we get some dry time tomorrow afternoon. We'll be upper 50s, low 60s for your Friday.
Weekend is almost here, my friends.
Yay.
We're happy about that, aren't we?
Very.
It's done. It's done already.
Hope you can join us tonight. We've got full NFL draft coverage from Kansas City coming up in about 45 minutes over on Channel 13. We'll see you then. Good night.